Hi, let's talk about dashes. What is a dash and when do we use it? A dash is two hyphens. Your computer is supposed to be smart enough to join the two hyphens into one long dash. Mine's not. So I keep a dash in a file in email so I can copy and paste it when I need it. Some people confuse a dash with a hyphen, but a hyphen is a shorter line. Again, it's what's on our keyboard. It's used within words, especially words that begin with self or well, like self-inflicted or well-mannered. You hyphenate those words. But we'll talk more about hyphens later. Let's get back to dashes. Do we ever really need a dash? Well, sometimes we can use commas instead of a dash, or maybe parentheses. And especially in formal writing, we don't want to overuse dashes because they can make our sentences hard to follow. For instance, someone might say, my mother, dash, my biological mother, comma, not the mother who adopted me, comma, and she wouldn't want me to have it, dash, bought me this dress. See how complicated it can get? Still, we have dashes, and we want to use them sometimes. So when do we do that? 1. Dashes set off words and phrases for emphasis. This can be in the beginning of the sentence, at the end, or in the middle. Examples might be, my mother, dash, what a gentle soul she was. I will always remember my favorite teacher, dash, Mrs. Jones. My father, dash, he was a hoot, dash, wore a monkey costume for Halloween. You might even have a complete sentence, as with my father, he was a hoot, within the dashes. And another instance of that would be, we had meatloaf, dash, I hate meatloaf, dash, for supper last night. As you can see, our dashes can give more information or simply modify what we've said. Number 2, another reason for using a dash is to set off introductions and conclusions. For instance, pizza, salad, and Coke, dash, that is my favorite meal. Or, I take special care of the things I need, dash, my laptop, my phone, and my credit cards. Number 3, as I said earlier, we can sometimes use commas rather than a dash. But if there are already commas in the sentence, extra commas can make the sentence hard to understand. So we use a dash when we add something that's not necessary to our sentence, but it helps clarify the sentence. For instance, my favorite, I'm writing this with commas everywhere. My favorite hobbies, comma, reading, comma, writing, comma, drawing, comma, singing, comma, help make my day brighter. You see, there are just too many commas in there and it's confusing. So if I exchange some of those commas with dashes, it makes more sense. My favorite hobbies, dash, reading, comma, writing, comma, drawing, comma, and singing, dash, help make my day brighter. Number 4, we use a dash to break up dialogue. When we talk, we often break our sentences to add something. It's easy to follow with the spoken word, but when we use the written word, we need punctuation, and dashes are used for this. If a person is speaking and suddenly stops without finishing his sentence because he's interrupted by another person or for whatever reason, then we need a dash at the end of his sentence, which may not even be a complete sentence. Well, it's not a complete sentence because he stopped. For instance, I might start to say something like, I think I'll go to bed. But the person I'm talking to interrupts after I say, I think. Then in written communication, a dash rather than a period would go after think. Now, I said we do this when we pause in our speaking. Sometimes we pause and then finish. Nobody interrupts us, we just pause to think. So we might say, well, I pause, we put a dash there. I guess it will be okay. So those are the ways, or some of the ways anyway, that we use a dash. And again, a dash is it's two hyphens that join together to make a longer line. Thanks for watching. Bye.